Hi everybody, it's Carrie at Carrie's Plans, and right now I'm setting up a bullet journal in an A5 TN. This TN was custom made for me by Handmade Mommy Plans. She gave me this lovely book charm with a book on it. And I got the blinged out version. It's gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is, because TNs are much narrower than like a regular Leuchtturm 1917 or Scribbles That Matter or something like that, and I want to be able to carry it, I am going to put like the long-term collections in this section, such as the future log, things like that that I want to keep, checklists, that kind of thing will be go in this first booklet. And then the second booklet, which I'll be replacing with a different one, will be like February. Depending on the thickness of the paper, you might get a month and a half in one of these. So rather than replacing and having to migrate everything over every month and a half or so, I'm going to have the stuff that doesn't migrate, and then the monthly and the weekly and monthly, weekly, and daily spreads in these smaller TNs. I have done the thicker TN I have a Clairefontaine, which I got from Goulet pens. So if you use fountain pens, this paper is fabulous for fountain pens. It's a dot grid A5 French paper. And I did see, as you can see, I started 2019 and I have a bit more left to go, but I'm not sure if I'm going to continue this or not. Because when you get this thing loaded up, because it's the extra A5 extra wide from El Horir, I can't pronounce it, El Horir Leather. They're out of the UK, and they're on Etsy, and I'll put a link to their shop in below. I'll also put a link to Handmade Mommy Plans in the description below. It just gets so big that it's hard to find a purse that you can carry it in. So I'm going to attempt to do the TNs, but what I'm going to do is I am going to wrap this in some paper. Let me back this up so you guys can see a little bit. So this is paper from Michael's, I think. Yeah, I believe I picked it up at Michael's. And it just had colors that I like, and it has fountain pens, which I love. So I'm going to flip through here and pick one out, and then I'm going to cover this with this. Not 100% perfect, but it will work. It's got little edges here, but so that's what I'm going to use for the monthly, weekly, and daily spreads. So let's get started with the setup. I'm going to pull this out of here. As you can see, my handwriting is horrible. And this, I'm going to have to put the index numbers on here. But this is what I'm using. So I'm going to start with some of the die cuts from the Planner Society kit that I just got yesterday. It's gorgeous. It's the new bi-monthly. I I don't even know what's in here, honestly. Ah, okay, these two. All right. So I'm going to put this over here for like my 2019 header. This is a Tombow permanent adhesive, mono permanent adhesive. Pick them up at Michael's, Joann's, Walmart, Amazon, you name it, you can find it. I do like the permanent over the removable because once I get them down, I don't intend to pick it back up. All right. I like the globe and the sentiment of the oh so lovely here. I'm going to grab my word of the year stickers. From my sticker bin. To remind myself. So my word of the year is margin. I did the Cultivate What Matters power sheets this year, and that just resonated with me for the last 3 months. I wanted to create margin in my life. I had a lot going on. I'm married with no children. I have a dog, as you can hear her enjoying playing, because when it gets quiet in the house when I'm filming, she thinks it's a grand time to play in her metal bucket. Margin is the word that I chose when I did my power sheets. So it's margin in my house, margin in my schedule, margin in our finances, just a space between what we have to do and what the time is or the money available or the space in the house, that kind of thing. So it's my word for this year. I put my 2019 Cultivate What Matters goals from my power sheets on this side, so I'm going to leave this here right now. And we're going to go on to I'll go on to the future log. I'm going to go ahead and start with January just because it's February now, but it just kind of hurts me to do the January, not start with January. My handwriting is horrendous. I freely admit that it's been awful. My family jokes that if they can actually get a letter from me they can read, I tried really, really hard. So what I'm going to be doing is using the monthly labels from the Planner Society January bi-monthly kit that I got yesterday, because they're gold and they're pretty and they're big enough for what I need. And I'm also going to be using this one. This is from the Pink Room Co. And it kind of matches my color scheme. I'm a teal girl. So we're going to use that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. All right, so here is the future log, starting with January. March is crooked, that's bothering me a little bit. Don't know if it's gonna come up easy or not. Nope. We'll just leave it be. Anyway. I do use an Erin Condren horizontal planner. Other videos on this channel are those plan with me's, but what I use this for is so I can see big things that are coming. Like we have a family vacation in July, so I know not to book stuff in July for a family vacation. I have a big gaming convention in May. I know that I can't book stuff in May. Same with March, things like that. So that's what I use the future log for. And so that's the future log spread. And that's what I'm going to set up right now in this one, because I'm not sure what other permanent collections I want to use. I need to do lists, and I need to do, oh, I do know I need to do my reading list. So I got the reading list from Creating & Co. I've got the 2019 Creating & Co. book map prompts and the book map, which if I had rings, I could punch and that would work fine, but I don't have rings. So I don't know if I'm going to washi it in. I'm thinking I'm just going to put it in the folder, but I also got this lovely sticker. So I'm going to put the book map sticker down here, and that way I can start logging my books for the year. Okay, there's my books read. I'll fill this out later. One of the things that I need to work on is a block schedule and some other things like that. But we're going to leave the 2019 collections, the permanent collections, and the future log alone for right now. And we're going to go on to the monthly. All right, so I've already started with some notes and some stuff that I needed to do on this sheet, so we're just going to move on to the next one. So I'm going to create an index here, and that is what I'm going to do. All right, so here's the index. Let's put the word index on the top with here's my index lined out. It's such a small book again that I don't think I need 2 pages for the index. I will leave this one blank just in case. We're going to start this with page 1 and this page 2. And then we're going to go on to February monthly. I am going to be using, I'm very excited about this because this is so awesome, the Serenity Kit from Planners Anonymous. I'm going to use this for my February cover page, and we'll go from there. Some people are like, I don't know what to do with the journaling cards, and I'm like, put them in your bullet journal because I can draw. So if I get a chance to do something that's lovely, I will do that. I think I will hold it down with the washi. I don't get a chance to use this extra super thick washi very often. It's just really wide and takes up a lot of space. And I'm going to use the thinner, prettier washi, and it's silver. I'm so excited. I love me some silver sparkles in washi. Excuse me. I use an Erin Condren horizontal planner for my day-to-day stuff, but I also use the bullet journal. It's easy to carry with me back and forth to work. I don't carry my Erin Condren to work. It's for a home task thing. I have an Happy Planner big at work that I use, but this helps me to do like the day-to-day journaling, remind me what's going on, and things like that. All right, so writing the word February. I'm not sure I can do that. I will be right back with video. I will be right back. I'm back. I have several of the Happy Planner memory keeping books. I'm going to flip through them really quick, see if I can't find a big February. Okay, right here in the center, February. And then I did see a 2019 over here somewhere. I know I did. All right, there's the February 2019. So let's see if we've got anything in die cuts. That would be fun. Oh, they pop. That's cute. All right, so here's my layout plan. In the power sheets, the Cultivate What Matters, your power sheets, they ask what gives you energy and what causes you to breathe and be excited about life. And one of the things that causes me to do that is to teach people things and show people things. So I'm hoping that this is being educated, giving you some ideas on ways that you can use some of these kits. I'm not a artist. I'm not a brush letterer. So I just am not good at those things, but I can hopefully you see things and lay things out in a colorful and not overwhelming way that people can enjoy. So I'm going to put my margin word again down here, remind myself. I have to put that everywhere, and then I want to remind myself that I have received grace and I need to give people grace. All right, so that's the overview page, and then we're going to, I believe this is Tomoe River paper, so it's very thin and very pretty. So I'm going to do the monthly calendar, and then we'll get started with that. You can see I almost went past and went 29:30. So that's my calendar, and this will be, good question. Goals for the month, monthly goals. I'm going to use some pretty stuff. Oh yeah, we're using this for this month. For the monthly, the weekly is a little different. Well, let's use this. It's really pretty. I'm amazed at what a good washi will do to a layout. It just causes it to be amazing and gorgeous and make things pop. All right, so let's see if there's anything in here in the sticker kit that I want to use. No, I'll use those for weeklies. All right, so that will be my monthly goals. Be right back. So I have my yarn contour horizontal and my tending sheets. So let me check my February tending sheets and see what I need to mark down in here so they're at in my face. I love me a good fountain pen. All right. So that's the monthly goals, and I'll add things in as they come along. I don't need to blot that. Nope, good. Okay. And it's actually the second week of February? It is the second week of February. So this is going to be the weekly sheets for the 4th through the 10th. And my weekly sheets tend to be pretty boring. I'm going to try a different layout than I normally do. This is going to be my weekly layout. So I'm going to use, the green one looks good. So I'm going to put Monday here. About halfway down over here, I'm going to put Tuesday. And then Wednesday. And then Thursday. And then Friday back up here. Yeah, the top one always. No. Okay. Saturday here. Apparently Sunday does not want to cooperate with me because I ripped it in half. Oh no. Sunday here. Okay. All right, so this is a different layout for me than I usually do. I have a kind of a pinky purple pulled out here, so I'm going to kind of hand draw the lines down this way, kind of make a box. So what I use this for is just to remind myself of what my schedule is, and then that's just pretty much it, just to remind myself of what my schedule is. I have it in so many places. I do not have a problem though. I know some people do have problems with forgetting appointments if they have them in more than one place. I don't tend to have that issue. And this just helps me again to see how busy the day is, so I'll know if I'm able to take on an extra commitment, like, I need to run to the store after work, something like that. So, let's make these lines thicker. Oops, how'd that happen? And it's just to remind me, what I've got going. Again, it's the margin thing where I try not to overcommit myself, because there was a time I found myself doing something Saturdays and Sundays and 2 or 3 nights a week, and volunteering and saying yes to this and that, and I have to practice saying no and later, or I can't right now, and things like that. All right, so let's see here. So that is Monday, February 4th. Why did I do that? It already says Monday on there. I don't need that. Oh, well, that's a little close. Okay, so here it is. One thing I didn't take into account was how close these are going to be. I think I'll actually just put it down below. And that would be the day that I have lots of appointments. So Monday, yeah, that's it. Maybe stick some stickers in here to make it pretty. Those are the weeklies. To remind myself to be peaceful and serene. Which has been a pretty peaceful and serene week because we had snow days for a couple of days here in the Seattle area. We don't get a whole lot of snow, and when we do get snow, especially when it's on top of ice, it's not a good plan. It's just not something that the community planners prepares for. They just don't prepare for it. So that's, let's see, Sunday is planner day. They just don't. They can't. There's so many hills, there's so much water. They don't like putting de-icer down unless it's before the snow, which doesn't exactly work when the snow, you know, they don't de-ice afterwards, it's sand. So it's just a work at home if you can type of day. All right, so that's the weekly for this week, and then we're all done but the daily. So I've gone ahead and put the date up the top. I sometimes like to run the washi down the edge just to make the pages lay down a little flatter, and they're kind of pretty. And I love this silver again, and it looks like it's almost designed to lay down the edge. I'm sure it's not, but it works for me. All right, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope you like it. I hope you would subscribe to this channel and push the bell notification below so you're notified when new videos go live. So once again, what I did is I set up a bullet journal in 2 different TNs. So the first TN is for the permanent collections with the overview and the future log, and then my books read spread for 2019, which I'll fill out here later. The second TN holds the index and then the February monthly and their spreads. And as you can see, the fountain pen ink didn't quite dry before I need to get a blotter. The weekly and then the dailies. So tell me what you think in the comments below. Would you do this kind of layout, or do you think I should stick to things like the Lurktum 1917? Again, thanks for watching and have a great week. Bye.